Hey Taurus, welcome to your love and romance reading for June 2020. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and yes, of course, Venus. A lot of people like to check out their Venus sign when it comes to love, so I'm setting the intention to include Venus as well. Guys, if you're sick and tired of love and you don't know why you're watching this, or you're just bored or something and you're here, you're welcome to stay. But please, 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 guys, keep in mind, I don't just do love readings on YouTube. Every single week I do a general reading for each sign around career, finances, family, spirituality, all the other important parts of being a human being on this planet. So be sure to check out the weeklies as well. But this is the monthly love. So we're going to see what's going on for you guys in love and romance, Taurus. Alrighty, my darlings. We have Five of Cups. Now, Five of Cups can mean a couple of different things. And those of you that watch my readings, you know that I understand not every single person is having the same exact situation at the same exact time. And the cards can apply in different ways. So I try to explain what the different situations may be. For some of you, Five of Cups is disappointment. And I do feel that for some of you, you're feeling very disappointed in a person. You're feeling very disappointed in a person for how they behaved or for what they have done. And I feel that for a lot of you, this is resulting in a conversation that's kind of like, I don't know if I want to say forcing you, but like your guides, the universe is trying to help you along and like move you in the direction of expressing that disappointment. Taurus, depending on your placements, you might be someone who really likes to do things by yourself. You might be somebody who doesn't like to express sadness or disappointment because you don't want to seem as though you're weak, or you don't want the person to think that you're going to be like needy or clingy. But I feel like you're doing something you don't normally do, and you're expressing with this person that you're hurt or that your feelings are hurt. I don't normally get that feeling from Five of Cups, like, you know, like having a sit down and saying, look, you really hurt me. But I feel for some of you, for whatever reason, for a lot of you, I should say, that's the vibe I'm getting. And for a lot of you, this might not be a romantic partner. It might be someone in your life who has wounded you so uh, deep that it's been impacting your love life, right? Like sometimes people will have things that happened in their childhood, or people will have certain things that they experienced in their childhood that makes love life very challenging for them, or it makes them difficult to find a healthy relationship. And it could be a parent, it could be a sibling. I feel like you're sitting down once and for all and you're saying, hey, look, you know what? All this stuff, it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay that you did this. It wasn't okay that you put me through this. Or for a very long time, it made me believe, you know, this negative thing about myself. And I've had walls up and, or whatever it might be. But I feel like it's helping you heal so that you're opening up the door for a person to come in, which brings us to the next meaning of Five of Cups. Five of Cups can be that you or your partner are having a hard time allowing yourself to feel, because one of the messages with Five of Cups is trying to self-medicate, right? One of the messages of Five of Cups is somebody who has had disappointments and they don't want to be disappointed again, so they don't want to feel. They don't want to feel. And Five of Cups can be someone who's running away from emotion and trying to distract themselves with anything at all. People self-medicate in many different ways. Obviously, when you hear the words self-medication, people immediately think of drugs and alcohol, and that could be in the case for some of you, but people self-medicate through shopping, gambling, video games, sex, food. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that word on YouTube. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say that, but you guys know what I'm saying. So there's definitely lots of other ways that people kind of run away from their emotions or feelings. So Taurus, some of you are having to make a decision about what you want to do about this. I feel, again, I don't like to use the word confrontation because that sounds like a fight or a disagreement, and I don't get that feeling. I don't feel it's a fight or a disagreement, but I feel like you're like, let's talk about this. Like, let's put this on the table. Let's deal with this. Let's address this because I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to carry this energy around anymore. All right. It could be a lot of it is because we have the full moon eclipse in Sagittarius that's coming up June 5th. And this is going to be an energy that makes us kind of really long for the truth and to be living our truth and to feel that we can live our life in a free way, like in a way where we're in our freedom. And so whatever's been heavy or whatever's been pulling you down in your love life, I feel you guys are just like, this needs to be addressed. This needs to be addressed so that we can make decisions how to move forward. And if you guys have people who've been very negative, who've been like influencing your self-esteem negatively, I feel like these are people that you're going to be turning away from, or even some of you cutting out of your life. All right. Your next card here is Nine of Pentacles. And I love Nine of Pentacles for a lot of different reasons. Okay. It can sometimes mean that this is someone who's really enjoying being single or really enjoying having time to themselves. But it has a very special meaning. The Nine of Pentacles, usually in traditional tarot, when we see it, there's a lady and she's got like a bird on her finger, and that's supposed to be symbolic of like taming your anxieties. So even though we don't see that image on this card, the Nine of Pentacles card is a card that I associate with overcoming like that mean voice in your head that's constantly putting you down and telling you you're not good enough or things aren't going to work out. It's like overcoming that voice and being able to focus on other areas of your life and see progress and enjoy that progress. So some of you are healing through being busy in career or being busy in projects. And the other meaning of Nine of Pentacles is that you might be attracting attention from someone that's admiring you from a distance. Okay, Taurus. So some of you might have someone that's admiring you from a distance. And so to admire you from a distance, they're trying to figure you out. They're trying to figure out, how can I win this person over? How can I, what can I do for this person that they might enjoy, or they might feel closer to me, or feel like we would be a good match. It's very different from the Seven of Swords energy. Seven of Swords, somebody's watching you from far away because they have some very selfish intentions or motives. They're trying to think how they're gonna trick you into believing that there's somebody else, or figure out, who do I have to be to get this person to let me in so I can get what I want from them. Nine of Coins, they're watching you from far away, but their intentions are good. Their intentions are like, okay, let me understand this person so that I don't blow it. Like, and who really are they? Who are they when they think nobody's looking? Are they who I think they are? There's that aspect of it as well. So Nine of Pentacles could be, some of you might be noticing this, like you might be noticing somebody noticing you, but they might not be taking steps right away. They might not be like coming at you right away. And this is just because they're trying to figure out, like, I really don't want to blow this. How do I approach this? Those of you in a relationship currently, a significant relationship, a committed relationship, Nine of Coins could indicate that the relationship is going to develop and blossom and grow as you have some time to yourself. Maybe you're really frustrated with this person and you're like, oh my gosh, like I really want to get out of the relationship, or I just don't know what's going on with this person. Nine of Pentacles could be saying, look, you just need some time to yourself. You need some time to step away and enjoy your fruits of your labor. And this is a very specific message. It's not going to be for all of you. But this is for those of you where you're in a situation where you're in a relationship and both of you are working, like both of you are contributing money into your household. I feel like Nine of Pentacles is saying that a lot of the disagreements you guys are having can be solved by having some kind of just a slight separation in your finances. So you might maybe sit down and talk to your partner and say, okay, like here's the percentage that I'm contributing to the community bills and stuff, but like here's the percentage I want to put aside for my allowance. Like I'll put aside this percentage for my allowance, you could put that percentage aside for your allowance, like whatever, and you can like keep that like in a separate account. That way you guys aren't arguing about what's being done when money comes in or when extra money comes in or something. Like there's the joint account, and then you guys are agreeing on whatever is in your budget, whatever is acceptable for each of you to take and keep separate into like your own little thing, like your own little play money or whatever you want to call it. I feel for some of you this is going to be a way that you're going to stop a lot of arguing, a lot of disagreeing, a lot of fighting. Your next card here is, oh my gosh, Taurus, it's you. In this deck, this card is referred to as the Venerable Man. This is the 5th major arcana number 5. And so this is what we know in traditional tarot as the Hierophant. And anytime major arcana cards come up, they're very significant because it's telling us that we're coming into a new chapter of our life. And it's something that we came here to learn. It's something that we came here to master. It's a significant period. You're coming into a significant period of time in your life. And so love life is going to be very significant for you in June. Significant things are going to be happening. You're meeting a significant person, or a relationship is making a very significant turning point. And even more so, those of you that you watch my readings, you hear me talk about the major arcana cards, about what they mean when they come up between two people. They tell me that not only do you have many past lives together and a strong connection, but when I see a major arcana card, it tells me that you guys have a contract. You have a soul contract with one another. You agreed to meet for a specific reason in this lifetime. And then looking at the major arcana card tells us what that meaning is. And so this is going to be about respect, tradition, truth, commitment, honoring those commitments, doing the right thing, doing things on the up and up, no shady business. And so also, you've heard me say that when your major arcana card comes up, it's telling me that you're the one who has the power in the situation. So I feel you guys are going to be in a situation in your love life where the ball is in your court. What happens with it, how far it goes, how things are addressed, how things are handled, you may have the power in that situation, or you have more power in the situation than you realize to bring about change. And I talked about truth and you guys wanting like to be in the truth and to speak the truth, and the Hierophant is very much a card about truth being revealed, coming into agreements, coming into commitments. So I feel, Taurus, you're just in this energy in June where when it comes to your love and relationships, you're not playing games. You're not playing around. You're being very direct. I feel a very direct energy. And like as you're doing this, it's helping set order. It's helping set balance. It's helping come to the right agreements, or the agreements that you feel are respecting everyone involved. Commitment. This could be engagement. This can be marriage. Okay. So like I said, this isn't just kind of some willy-nilly, oh, I'm out there having a good old time and I'm just out there, living my life. Even those of you that you enjoy being single right now, you're attracting someone that is looking at you in a way where they're thinking about the future. They're thinking about the long term. They're thinking about, commitment, real, genuine commitment. So I feel a lot of you, Taurus, are attracting that. And a lot of you are kind of in fixing your relationships or making existing relationships stronger, or in finding a partner. A lot of you are going back to like the basics of your upbringing, or like your childhood. Okay, some of you might even be returning to religion, to the religion of your childhood. Or other ones of you might be looking at like the religion in which you were raised as a means to address problems or issues in your relationship. Or you might be looking for a partner like through like churches or temple, or mosque, or wherever your place of worship is. You might be like, oh, you know what, like that's where I'm gonna go to find my partner. Other ones of you, maybe you're not returning to religion, but it could be more so you're returning to like your ethics, your values, your morals. Like you're looking at the quality and the characteristics of a person. It's more important to you than whatever you were usually doing, right? Like you're looking for somebody who's walking the walk, not just talking the talk. And some of you might be returning to like cultural elements, right? Like things from your cultural background, or you might be searching for a partner within your cultural community, and that might be different for some of you because maybe you're used to being with people, or maybe you thought, oh, I'm not going to be happy with someone from my culture or background because I'm too different, or I'm too whatever. I don't know, like I know, yeah, I'm in Los Angeles, and I know many people who whose parents immigrated to the United States, who aren't originally, families are not originally from the United States. And I've heard people refer to themselves as Americanized. Well, I'm too Americanized, so I can't be with someone from my culture. But I feel some of you are like, you're kind of homesick in a weird way for certain elements of your childhood or certain elements of your culture. And you might be finding someone who, like you, they have a lot of influences wherever you are. If you're in Germany, if you're in, UK, or wherever you might be, and you might be like whatever, like you're just looking for someone that has like a shared heritage, but like you also might have the influences of the country where your family migrated to or where you grew up. You're feeling a sense of closeness through that for some of you. Let's see, my darlings. We're going to see your next card here. It is the Knight of Swords, and this could be a younger air sign. So some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius. Why am I drawing a blank? Or a Libra. There could be a younger air sign coming into the mix here, swooping on in. But this could be in terms also of the things that you're wanting to address, because Knight of Swords can indicate disagreement. It can be dealing with somebody who's a bit of a know-it-all. It can deal sometimes with somebody who wants to have their way and is just like ready to bulldoze or like steamroll over the situation. Like this is how it's got to be. So I feel, Taurus, for some of you, and I don't feel, for whatever reason, I don't feel that this is a romantic partner, but whoever you addressed who's been affecting you negatively, and it's been effectively negatively influencing your love life. I feel after you've had this conversation and this person has had some time to process it, they may be coming back around and like, well, let me tell you something. I only did that because you did this, and blah, 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 blah. And they might be trying to come back and like save face or try to prove to you, don't look at me like that. Don't blame me. I'm not the problem. You're this and you're that and blah, 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 blah. And so somebody might be coming at you with that kind of energy. I feel, Taurus, like you are not receiving it. You're not hearing it. You're just telling this person you don't want to engage, right? Like they're flying around and they don't know where to land because you're not bringing it home. You're not taking it in. You're just like, okay, whatever. Like I'm not going to engage. That's the feeling that I'm getting here with this card for you guys in this situation. Some of you could be dealing with a narcissist. And I do feel, Taurus, for you guys, there's a sense of like the truth coming out. Like, and maybe for some of you, I'm very sorry to say, Taurus, but maybe for some of you, as a part of this truth coming out, or like realizing who negatively affected your love life, you may be finding out that someone deliberately did something to give someone a wrong impression of you, or try to tell you misinformation about someone because they didn't want you dating that person. And something similar came up for Scorpio, which makes me a little bit nervous because I'm a Scorpio sun and a Taurus moon. And so there's like a similar message coming up here. And I'm like, oh, like what's going to happen? So there might be something happening for some of you where something is being revealed, that somebody lied about you to someone else, and lied to you about that person because they just didn't want you guys to be together, or they wanted to hold on to you for some reason. And family can do that. If you're like in a family where there's a lot of codependent stuff happening, sometimes they're afraid to let you be in a relationship because it's like they want you around, especially if there's, for some of you, issues of finances, right? If it's like this thing where like, well, the family has to stick together and we need to all help each other, bringing in finances, they might have this fear that, oh my God, you're going to go be in this relationship. And then like, what are we going to do without you? So there could be just this fear of like, they're like, oh my gosh, what if Taurus abandons us? Even though you're a grown adult and you have the right to live your life. So I just kind of feel like you're coming into this energy where you're like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be tangled up in resentment. I don't want to be tangled up in disagreements. So for some of you, there's like a very, very, very firm line that you're drawing, that it's like, this is it. This is where we're at, and you stay over there and I'm going to stay over here, and like we're done. Like I know what I need to know. Maybe you're not cutting the people off in terms of never speaking to them again, but it may be one of those things where it's like just only like as needed basis, like if there's an emergency or something, right? But you're just kind of keeping distance. That's what that feels like to me. So whoever or whatever has been negatively influencing your love life, that is being revealed and that's being handled, right? And so you're coming into being able to align yourself with people who are going to be honest, people who are going to be loyal, people who are going to be committed. That's the energy that you're calling in for your love life. Or you're just kind of getting the nosy, negatively influencing people to butt out of your relationship so you can further focus on having a committed and healthy relationship. We're going to go ahead and see what's coming up for you guys from the Love Oracle here. And as always, guys, I remind you to watch your moon sign, rising sign, and Venus sign videos because some months those are going to resonate with you more than others. They might bring a little extra information. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly link, you can schedule a private reading with me there. So what we have here is children. Your love life is being affected by children. And this just gave me chills. I have to tell you guys, Taurus, that the cards are coming in hot this month. Like the cards are really speaking because the Oracle card has been right aligned with what we've been talking about. And so children, this is a card that also indicates your love life is being affected by your childhood. It's not just children, it's children/childhood. And I know this for a fact because I went to like the last workshop that Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine did around teaching people how to read their cards. And they were talking about this card and they were explaining it in the workshop, and they were saying when this card comes up, it's not just about physical children, it's somebody's childhood, right? So like I said, some of you are confronting a parent or a sibling about something that they did that's been negatively affecting you for years, that wasn't okay, or that you find toxic, that you're wanting to disconnect. So a lot of you that have had like weird things that you have not been able to talk to your family about, this is going to be coming up in June, but it's coming up to heal your love life, okay? Some of you, there could be children in the mix, and maybe it's not you, maybe it's your partner. There could be children from a previous relationship where this is coming in and causing some kind of tension in the relationship, or your person is dealing with some tension from a previous partner, previous relationship, and issues regarding children or trying to see their children. So I feel for some of you, Taurus, it's like this relationship might be coming in, but this is someone who's also really trying to make sure like you're going to be around, because maybe they're trying to create a stable environment for them and their child from a previous relationship. Or you have children and you're like, I'm not messing around. I want to have a stable environment for me and my kids. Like, you're looking at the relationship really, really seriously. And it's like if we're committing, we're committing. Like, you know, let your yes mean yes, yet your no mean no. That's like, you're not playing. You're not playing, and I think the person you're dealing with is not playing. And I think that's why the Hierophant came up. This is a relationship where you guys are really kind of uniting by like values, beliefs, ethics, morals, a sense of family. Okay, a sense of family, or a sense of healing your inner children for some of you. Very powerful stuff, Taurus. Really big shifts and changes coming for you guys. Again, watch your moon, rising, and Venus if you haven't already. It might resonate more. It might bring you extra information. And if you'd like a private reading, you can schedule with me through Calendly, through the Calendly link. Those of you that want more astrological based readings and stuff, I'm not an astrologer, so I refer you to the professionals at Truly Divine. They're pretty awesome, and they're still offering you guys the very generous 30% off their already very reasonable prices with my Angel 30 discount code. So if you want to check them out, check them out. Give that a try if you're wanting to know more about your love, relationship, and compatibility as it pertains to your zodiac or your partner's zodiac. That might be helpful for some of you as well. I thank you guys for watching. Channeled angel messages will be up soon. Don't forget to check out the weeklies. If you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, you will get a notice every single time I post. Thanks for watching, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful month, my dears. Hopefully I'll see some of you in the weekly comments as well. Take care.